Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at the rise of Rome. Before we begin, just a reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. Moving right along, mythology tells us one thing while archaeology tells us another. The rape of the Sabine women was an incident in Roman mythology in which the men of Rome committed a mass abduction of young women from other cities in the region. The word rape, cognate with rapto in Romance languages, actually means kidnap, while modern scholars tend to interpret the word as abduction, as opposed to a sexual assault. According to the Roman historian Livy, the abduction of the Sabine women occurred in the early history of Rome. The act was perpetuated by Romulus and his predominantly male followers in the mid-8th century before the Common Era. It was said that after the foundation of the city, the population consisted solely of Latins and other Italic people, in particular male bandits. With Rome growing at such a steady rate in comparison to its neighbors, Romulus became concerned with maintaining the city's strength. His main concern was that with few women inhabitants, there would be no chance of sustaining the city's population, without which Rome might not last longer than a generation. With the advice of the Senate, the Romans then set out into the surrounding regions in search of wives in order to establish families. The Romans negotiated unsuccessfully with all the people they applied to, including the Sabines, who populated the neighboring areas. The Sabines feared the emergence of a rival society and refused to allow their women to marry the Romans. Consequently, the Romans devised a plan to abduct Sabine women during the festival of Neptune Equester. They planned and announced a festival of games to attract people from all of the nearby towns. According to Livy, many people from Rome's neighboring towns, including Senenissus, Custamini, and Antemanates, attended the festival along with the Sabines. All were eager to see the newly established city for themselves. At the festival, Romulus gave a signal by rising and folding his cloak and then throwing it around him again. At this time, the Romans grabbed the Sabine women and fought off the Sabine men. In total, 30 Sabine women were abducted by the Romans at the festival. All of the women who were abducted were said to have been virgins, except for one. She was a married woman. Her name was Hersilia, and she eventually became Romulus's wife. Later, Hersilia would intervene and stop the ensuing war between the Romans and the Sabines. At this time, Romulus implored the indignant abductees to accept Roman men as their new husbands. Outraged at what happened, the king of the Sasanienses entered upon Roman territory with his army. Romulan and the Romans met them in a battle and killed their king and routed their army. Romulus later attacked Sanina and took it upon the first assault. Returning to Rome, Romulus dedicated a temple to Jupiter Feretrius, which according to Livy was the first temple dedicated in Rome. Next, the Antemnates invaded Roman territory. The Romans retaliated and captured their city in turn. The Custamini also tried to make war on Rome, yet were handily defeated and their city was captured. Romans were subsequently sent to colonize the captured cities and establish them as satellites of Rome. The Sabines once again launched an assault on Rome. Through the treachery of Tarpeia, daughter of Spurius Tarpeius, the Roman governor of the citadel on the Capitoline Hill, at which time the Sabines were most victorious. Tarpeia opened the gates, thinking that she would be rewarded with gold bracelets for her dastardly deed. Instead, the Sabine troops crushed her with their shields, and her body was thrown from a rock, known ever since as the Tarpeian Rock. The Romans attacked the Sabines, who now held the citadel. However, the Romans mustered their forces and valiantly fought on. Once the battle came to an end, the Sabines agreed to unite into one nation with the Romans. Both Titus and Romulus jointly ruled until the death of Titus, 5 years later, after which Romulus solely held the throne. This brings us to the end of the Rise of Rome. Thank you for once again joining us for another edition of Traveler's Tales. Just a reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. For your convenience, we have also posted our email address and Instagram information. We enjoy hearing from our subscribers. Don't hesitate to contact us with any questions or comments you may have. If you haven't subscribed to Traveler's Tales, please do. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Traveler's Tales will return with part 2 of The Rise of Rome. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and fact, Cartistos.